Okay, and we are joined by national champion Juniata, Heather Pavlik, the head coach, Kennedy Christie, Olivia Foley, the student athletes. We'll start with an opening statement from head coach Pavlik.
Oh, this one. Okay. Boy, this is really hard to put into words. This crew, it's been a wild ride. To think that we could get through a whole season undefeated, and then, finish it off beating that caliber of team. Because Hope is a really good team. 3-0 is just a testament to all the hard work. I think that there were different moments throughout this season that were kind of watershed moments, where we kind of just had to look in the mirror and figure out who we wanted to be, and if we wanted to put in the work to go to that place. I will say that the two sitting next to me had a lot to do with those moments, and what we decided to do. I think along with probably Abby Telez and Sky, they had a lot to do with kind of pushing through those. That's how you get better, but it's really hard. And to put in that kind of work and now watch it pay off into what the goal was is amazing.
So Kennedy, even professional athletes talk about how hard it is to repeat. Like everybody wants to win that first one, and then you get it, and you kind of have to get remotivated again. What did it say about this team's character? You never even went 5 this year. You just kept it businesslike and just never seemed to be satisfied with what you've already done.
I think we always talk about in our gym, like in practice, staying disciplined and like playing the game how we enjoy playing it. And I think that's why we've had so much success this year, because we play how we want to play and we don't really let other people tell us how they want to play. Like they're just going to play our game the way we want to play it. And I think that's what we did tonight too. And I think that's why we have been so successful this season.
And Olivia, it looked easy. From the outside world, it looks easy, undefeated, never going 5. But I'm sure there were moments along the way where you had to find the optimal level to get here. Can you talk a little bit about just any of those moments, or just pulling together as a team and to get back in this spot again for second time?
Yeah, so obviously we're a very good physical team by winning back-to-back, but I think this year we really expanded on our mental game. And going off of that, like, we were able to be supportive of each other no matter what. And the freshmen, sophomores, some of the juniors, they were able to buy into their role. And everybody's role is as important as the person next to you. So yeah, we just expanded on that part of our game, and that's why we got the result we did.
And Coach, when you first met with this team in practice back in August, do you already have a sense that they were locked in on this, or was it more of a process?
This group was pretty locked in. I think the difficult time was last spring. You come off a season where you win a national championship, and it's sometimes hard to remember how you got there. That you got there by being really unselfish. You got there by a lot of hard work. It's really hard to refocus into, hey, we're not as good as we can be yet. There's still a ways to go. I think these two, along with some upperclassmen, when we got to preseason, understood that. And so it helped the freshmen kind of settle in and buy into the same idea, because it really took everybody to get it done. And we felt like we had something special the entire way, but there's so many things that can, throw something in your path that's just really difficult. Whether, Kennedy had an injury partway through the season and was out for a couple weeks, and we had to deal with that. There's all kinds of things that happen through a season, and this group every time would rally. And different people would step up and get things done to kind of refocus us on the path that we wanted to be on.
And Kennedy, sometimes you can taste it in that third set. You're up 6-7 points, and closing it out can be the hardest thing. There's the last time out, I think you had 23 points. What's the team focus in that huddle right then to get those last couple points you needed?
I feel like it was just like working 1 point at a time, because we knew we were going to get there. It was just like staying aggressive and getting there. Like we couldn't just like wait for them to make a mistake and think they were just going to hand it to us, because they were a good team. So I think just staying aggressive and determined and knowing that like we had to go out there and take it from them. They weren't just going to hand it to us.
And I guess we'll go to Olivia. Can you just talk about the overall level of play this whole week? I mean, you guys obviously were locked in on your own matches, but I'm sure you watched a little bit of the other ones. A lot of 5-setters, a lot of really high-level volleyball being played. Just how difficult this tournament is to win, and how high a level everybody was playing at this week.
Yeah, you said yourself, there was very high level, and watching it, it was a little intimidating, but also like once we got back to our hotel and we talked about the games, we were able to express how we viewed ourselves. We were able to say like, yeah, they're really good, but look what we can do. And Kenny just said earlier today that we would have to go out and do it ourselves. They're not going to give it to us. And this one was, I feel like, a little bit harder than last year just because everyone's out for blood, especially our blood. But yeah, there were great teams here, and they all had different strengths and different weaknesses. I mean, us too, but I think we were able to play to their weaknesses very well.
And I guess, Coach, in that same vein, just the level of play, not to single anybody out, but there was a tweet on Wednesday from a Division I commentator about, what am I going to do? There's no volleyball today. And meanwhile, the quarterfinals are going on here. And for somebody that's just locked in on, high-level D1 volleyball, like, what are they missing at this level that
They're missing a ton. There's a lot of great athletes, and the level of play is really, really good. I will say this, I've been doing this for, I guess this is year 29 now, total. And that might be the best Final 8 I've seen, top to bottom. I think you could pick any match through this whole tournament, and you could make a case for either team winning it. And I don't know that I've seen that before. And so it was a really good week of volleyball. So I'm maybe even more proud of this crew is that they weathered that, and they managed to come through dropping one set in 3 matches against that caliber of teams. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.